welcome to Helpira. This is the most powerful help desk system ever created. It's got every single feature that you want to make sure that your customer is always delighted with you and you're able to conserve and grow your business and keep every single customer that comes to you. So let's get started and take a look at Helpira. When you log into the Helpira administration, you will see a quick bird's eye view of your support system, information like tickets that you've assigned to your team members, the total number of open tickets and the total number of tickets that have been processed. Below that, you will see a nice little graph which will show you a daily view of how many tickets came in each day and how many of them were you able to close. Next, you will see the view for the day. So these are today's tickets, the number of tickets created, the answered tickets, and the total number of solved tickets, as well as the tickets that have a placeholder answer and you might want to get back to them later. You also have the number of questions that were asked, questions that are not necessarily support related, but maybe a query about sales or something. And below that, of course, you have the total tickets themselves, the tickets created. You have information like an ID number that's unique to the ticket, the subject of the ticket creator. And then finally, when the ticket is solved, the AI also makes a summary of the ticket showing you what happened in the ticket itself. You also have the customer's name, and if you click on the customer, you will be able to see a new view where you can see all the tickets that were created by the customer. So yes, this is a great way to keep track of your customers and make sure that you know who's your best customer, who's the customer that has communicated the most with you, and who's got the most product. Next, you can actually have multiple team members inside of Helpira, and if you assign the ticket to a particular person, you will be able to see their name over here. In the responses column, you can see if there is a new response from you or from the customer. And if it is answered, like some of the questions were already answered by my team members, you will see the name of the person who last answered it and the status of the ticket. Is it open or is it closed? And then finally, whether it was modified ever and when was it created. So all of that information is available to you so that you can quickly understand how does support look today. So this is the main interface. Now let's take a look at a ticket itself. Let's find something like this, unable to register a new account. It opens in a new window and you can easily see the total communications from your customer and with your team members. For example, the customer started the ticket on a certain date and they asked a question. It was answered by my team members. You can also put in a nice footer which can promote the rest of your products or any other offer that you have. And they can see all the follow-ups over here. And you can see everything is nicely marked up. Like for example, if the ticket is escalated to a team member, you will see that. If there is a follow-up question from your team to the customer, you will see that. And if there is a follow-up, a reminder to the customer asking them to respond like this, you will see that. And finally, when the ticket is solved, there is a proper solution, you will see that. And yes, Helpira supports attachments, screenshots, videos, whatever you want. And finally, you can close the ticket and solve it. On the right side, this is where you actually answer the ticket. This is where you put in a response to your customer. You can see the number of agents that you have and you or your team members can assign the ticket to any of the agents so that that particular agent can follow up. When you assign, the agent will be notified and they will be able to answer the ticket from there. They will know that they're supposed to answer the ticket. It also has a product manager. So yes, all the products or services that you have created can be a part of Helpira and the customer will be able to choose the exact product when they create the ticket so that it saves you time. Finally, you can have templated ready-made answers. Yes, for example, here is an answer that is customized for Jason Brechto, the person who created the ticket. So you can create templates of answers and you can select those answers with one click. So all the common responses that you need to give a person can be done in one click. But that's not all. Helpira is the AI-powered help desk support systems that can improve your efficiency, help you save time, and answer your customers better. So right on this screen, you've got three features. The first is improve answer, which will improve any answer that you put in over here. The second is save answer. So when you answer a ticket correctly and you want to train the AI so that it learns your answer, and next time a similar request comes in, it can answer it. You can click on save answer and that information will be saved to AI so that the next time a customer comes in and asks a similar question, the AI will answer the question for you, saving you a lot of time. And this button, generate answer by AI, is the button that can answer any question for you based on all the information that is already present for the AI and create a perfect response to your customer. So let's take it for a spin. Here I've written a very badly drafted response, single line. I've not capitalized anything. I've made a lot of typos. I've made grammatical mistakes. The sort of response that would really irritate a customer. Now, all you need to do with Helpira is click on improve your answer and let AI work its magic. Check out this response. Hi Jason, thank you for reaching out to us. A proper greeting. I understand that you have trouble receiving the OTP for registration. You acknowledge the customer's question. Of course, that's very important. Additionally, to assist you better, could you share the details of your recent purchase? Everything that I put in my poorly drafted response has been made professional, perfect, and you close the answer with a proper response. That is the power of AI and it can save you a lot of time. Now you can either insert the message directly where the cursor is or you can copy it and paste it in your response box and then you can just click on send to paste it. You can also choose the quality of the response. Is it a placeholder response? Is it a solution? Is it a question, an escalation, or a follow-up? So that you will be able to know when you look at the support desk, how many questions actually need a follow-up, or how many questions are actually solved, and what issues are still outstanding. You can make it an internal note which will only go to the team members that you have. Your customers won't be able to see that response, but if there is some information that you want to put in for the next team members who reviews the tickets, you can make it an internal note. And of course, you can put in attachments. This supports images, documents, even small videos. And we are only getting started. In the ticket section on the left side, you will see all the tickets that were ever created and who was it assigned to, who answered it, the quality of the tickets. You can easily filter to open tickets or new tickets or tickets that are marked as placeholder, so that you can see that these tickets are the ones that need to be followed upon. You can see the tickets that were marked as solution. So there was a final solution provided to the customer and now the ticket is closed. You can also filter according to the product that you want to select. So if you want to say, go for all the tickets for CloudFunnels, you could click that and you would see all the tickets for CloudFunnels. And how do you add a product? Just click on this sidebar product menu, product option, and you will see all the products that you have created. To create a product, you can just click on this, enter a product name, enter a product URL if you have one, and click on save. The product will be added to the database, and the next time the customer is creating a ticket, he will get an option to select it. So coming back to the tickets, I've showed you the filtering options, I've showed you the product options. You can also select on the basis of the agent. Yes, you can see which agent handled which ticket and what the answer was, so that you can review the performance of your team members if you have team and you want to follow up on them. You can also search for tickets by either the ticket ID or anything in the content or even the customer name. For example, if I put Brian in and I click search, let me just put all agents over here, you will see all the tickets that were created by a customer with Brian in their name. So yes, the search features and the filtering features are extremely advanced, just the kind of thing you need for a real business. Before we continue with the admin panel demo, I want to show you the experience that your customers will have. Yes, the customers who are creating a ticket. So they get started by putting in their name. So I'll just put in my name over here. Next, you got to put in your email address. So I will put in my email address. And finally, you can select a product that you have. And if you don't want to go for any product, you can click on others. I will click on CloudFunnels. Let's create a ticket for CloudFunnels. And I will enter a subject, how to install using cPanel. And I will then be able to put in a description. I need to install CloudFunnels on my server. How can I do that using cPanel? Next, if you want to put in an attachment, maybe a screenshot or a video or something, you can do that. And then click on submit ticket. What's happening now is Helpira is trying to generate the answer, generate the response using AI. And here's the magic. Your customer will get a detailed response based on the information in your Helpdesk system. So if you have answered any similar question earlier, the AI will take that up and provide the answer to your customer, and you might not even have to create a ticket. That means you will have satisfied customers right at the bat. They might not even need to create a ticket to get the answer they need. They might just get the right answer from the AI, which will save you a lot of time and give you happier customers. Now, if it does not solve the question, if it does not solve the problem, people can click on I still need help and the ticket will be created. Here is a ticket code. An email has been sent to the customer, and when the customer clicks on view ticket, they will be able to see the ticket generated and then follow up with a response. Coming back to the admin system, Helpira is filled with advanced features and fantastic systems that every business needs, whether they are a local business or an e-com business. Things like members and teams. You can have multiple people working on your support desk. You can invite all your team members in, and you can even create teams with your team members. So each team can have multiple people in it. This is great for e-com businesses. This is great for multiple website owners, people who have multiple websites. It's also great for local businesses like repair shops, maintenance shops, home improvement companies, agencies, etc. You can also see a list of all your customers who have ever created a ticket with your support system. You can search for customers. You can see the IP addresses they were using, when did they last log in, how many tickets they have. And if you click on the customer, for example, let's click on Abanda, you can see all the tickets that they have ever created and what was the ticket subject, ticket response status, ticket summary. All of that information is available to you. Next, we have the answers section, which has ready-made templates, ready-made answers, and you can produce these answers. You can insert these answers into your ticket by just a single click. We also have surveys. So when a customer finishes the ticket journey, when they get a final solution, they get a request to participate in a survey and rate your service. You can see how many responses were there every day. And below that, you can see the average rating. Like this was the day when we had everyone rating us 5 stars. So that it tells you how your support system is evolving over time. You can monitor it over specific periods like 30 days or even 365 days. Plus, you can see the individual feedback provided by the customer. So Mark Brown rated us 5 stars, which is great, but Richard only rated us 2.33. So you can click on Richard's name and you can see the tickets that they have created and see what went wrong with the customer so that you can make sure that the customer is helped properly and you're able to retain the relationship. But this is not all. You can even use it to improve your public reputation, because inside the surveys, you have the option to redirect the people who rate you 5 stars or 4 stars to a public survey form. And that's what exactly we've done and improved our ratings by helping our happy customers rate us publicly. So you can make a request to them. In this section, you can enable the surveys here. Then you can request a survey from them. You can request them to take the survey and you can send them a thank you page message thanking them for the survey. And if they did a rating for 5 stars, you can redirect them to your Google Business or Trustpilot profile like us. And if they're rating you less than 5 stars, you can choose to follow up with the correct information. Like I ask everyone who rates us less than 3 stars to contact me directly and tell me what went wrong so that I can make sure that our service quality is improved and customers are helped. And of course, you can do the same. You can ask the customers who rated you less than 3 stars or 3 stars to contact you and tell you how you can help them better and retain the relationship. This is a must for any service provider. Next, you have the leaderboard. This is like a virtual competition between all your team members. You can see the performance that your team is delivering, who's answered the most tickets, who's solved the most questions, and who's actually got the best ratings. So you can see all of that information, which can help you find out who are your best performers. And then you have the AI training. So yes, you can view all the information that you have provided to the AI and also create new topics, new questions, and help your customers. In the email section, you can put in the SMTP and IMAP details of your email address, of your support email ID, so that Helpira can read that support email ID, automatically update your tickets, and also send your emails using that support email ID. In settings, you have basic information like your OpenAI API key, the prompt, the basic prompt if you want to provide it. You can also put in your own custom logo and your complete logo. You can give your site a unique title, select a time zone for your business. And finally, in API settings, we have the system for a webhook so that you can integrate Helpira with your own custom software or your CRM and update the tickets from there. So this was the brief demo of Helpira, the most powerful helpdesk system ever created.